Hello everyone, and welcome back to Haunting Horror's Haven. I'm Ethan Smith, and today we're delving into one of the most enigmatic and chilling mysteries of the 20th century, the Zodiac Killer. Known for a series of unsolved murders and cryptic messages sent to the media, the Zodiac Killer has left an indelible mark on criminal history. Before we begin, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our deep dives into fascinating mysteries like this one. The Zodiac Killer terrorized Northern California during the late 1960s and early 1970s. To truly understand the impact of these crimes, we must first explore the socio-political landscape of that era. The late 1960s were marked by significant cultural shifts, with the Vietnam War dividing the nation and the counterculture movement challenging traditional norms. As the United States grappled with the war abroad, tensions at home ran high. The counterculture movement, characterized by protests, anti-establishment sentiments, and a quest for personal freedom, created an atmosphere of unrest. It's against this backdrop that the Zodiac Killer emerged, choosing a time of societal chaos to carry out a series of brutal murders. The Zodiac's crimes began in the San Francisco Bay Area, an epicenter of both the counterculture movement and the tech boom. The killer targeted couples, often in secluded areas, adding an element of fear that extended beyond the immediate victims. The randomness of the attacks and the lack of an apparent motive intensified the sense of dread among the public. The Zodiac Killer, through his actions and cryptic messages, seemed to exploit the cultural and social turmoil of the time. The fear and uncertainty that permeated society provided a perfect backdrop for a serial killer to strike and elude capture. As we delve deeper into the Zodiac Killer's reign of terror, keep in mind the unique context of the late 1960s. The combination of societal upheaval, distrust in institutions, and the quest for personal freedoms created an environment where the Zodiac could operate with a level of impunity that still baffles investigators to this day. Now let's turn our attention to the harrowing crimes committed by the Zodiac Killer. The first known attack occurred on December 20th, 1968, at Lake Herman Road in Vallejo, California. The victims were David Faraday and Betty Lou Jensen, a young couple enjoying a night out. This double homicide marked the beginning of the Zodiac's reign of terror. Over the next few years, the Zodiac struck again, leaving a trail of fear and confusion. On July 4th, 1969, at Blue Rock Springs Park in Vallejo, Darlene Ferrin and Michael Mageau became the next victims. Mageau survived the attack, providing a crucial eyewitness account. Less than 3 months later, on September 27, 1969, the Zodiac targeted Cecilia Shepard and Brian Hartnell at Lake Berryessa. Hartnell survived the attack and provided a description of the hooded assailant with a distinctive cross-like symbol on his chest, later adopted as the Zodiac's signature. The brutality of the crimes continued on October 11, 1969, in San Francisco's Presidio Heights. Taxi driver Paul Stine became the Zodiac's next victim. Stine's murder would be the last confirmed Zodiac killing, but the impact of the crimes lingered on. The randomness of the Zodiac's targets and the lack of a clear motive made the investigation exceptionally challenging for law enforcement. The killer seemed to strike without pattern or reason, further deepening the mystery surrounding the identity of this elusive criminal. As we explore the Zodiac's confirmed crimes, it's essential to grasp the chilling nature of these attacks and the profound impact they had on the communities and individuals affected. The Zodiac's ability to evade capture and leave a lasting psychological imprint on the public would set the stage for one of the most enduring mysteries in criminal history. As if the gruesome crimes weren't enough, the Zodiac Killer took his reign of terror to a new level by sending cryptic letters to various newspapers and law enforcement agencies. These letters not only showcased the killer's desire for attention, but also added a layer of complexity to an already perplexing case. Beginning in July 1969, the Zodiac sent a series of letters to the San Francisco Chronicle, the Vallejo Times-Herald, and other media outlets. Each letter was accompanied by a cryptogram, a coded message intended to be deciphered by the recipient. The most notorious of these cryptograms is the 340 cipher, a 340-character code that remained unsolved for decades. The letters themselves were chilling, often filled with taunts and threats. The Zodiac referred to himself as the Zodiac and claimed responsibility for the murders, providing details that only the killer could know. These letters created a sense of unease as the Zodiac played a dangerous game with the media and law enforcement. Amateur sleuths, professional cryptographers, and investigators dedicated countless hours trying to decode the messages. The Zodiac's letters displayed a bizarre mix of symbols, ciphers, and cryptic language, making it a challenging puzzle that captivated the public and added an element of mystery to an already terrifying series of crimes. The Zodiac's correspondence with the media was not limited to cryptograms. The killer also included cryptic maps and diagrams, further fueling speculation and confusion. These letters were not just a means of communication for the Zodiac, they were a carefully crafted tool to manipulate and instill fear in both the investigators and the public. The cryptograms, with their elusive codes and hidden messages, became a central focus of the investigation. Despite the efforts of many, the 340 cipher remained unsolved for over 50 years until a breakthrough in recent years. We'll delve into that in a later segment, so stay tuned. As we unravel the layers of the Zodiac Killer's communication, it becomes clear that the killer was not just interested in the act of murder, but also in the psychological torment of those trying to catch him. The Zodiac's letters and ciphers have become an integral part of the mystery, keeping the world guessing about the true identity and motives of this elusive and chilling figure. As the Zodiac Killer continued to elude authorities, numerous suspects and theories emerge, contributing to the complexity of the investigation. To this day, the question of the Zodiac's identity remains unanswered, and a multitude of individuals have been considered as potential suspects. One of the most infamous suspects was Arthur Lee Allen, a Vallejo resident who came under scrutiny due to circumstantial evidence and tips from acquaintances. Allen's past criminal history and alleged ties to the crime scenes made him a person of interest. However, despite intense investigation, no conclusive evidence tying him to the Zodiac killings was found before his death in 1992. Another intriguing theory revolves around the Unabomber connection. Some theorists speculate that Ted Kaczynski, the notorious Unabomber, might have been involved in the Zodiac killings during a period when he was living in the San Francisco Bay Area. However, this theory lacks substantial evidence and is largely considered speculative. The list of suspects doesn't end there. Over the years, investigators and amateur sleuths have proposed various names, ranging from individuals with criminal backgrounds to those with connections to law enforcement. Each theory has its own set of proponents and skeptics, underscoring the enduring mystery of the Zodiac Killer's identity. The challenges in identifying the Zodiac Killer are numerous. The lack of forensic technology available at the time, the absence of clear motives in the crimes, and the killer's ability to taunt investigators through cryptic messages have all contributed to the baffling nature of this case. As we explore these suspects and theories, it's essential to approach them with a critical eye. The Zodiac case is riddled with uncertainties, and while some suspects may seem compelling, definitive evidence linking any individual to the crimes remains elusive. Theories abound, but the true identity of the Zodiac Killer remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in criminal history. In the next segment, we'll delve into the legacy and impact of the Zodiac Killer on true crime culture and society at large. But before we move on, what are your thoughts on these suspects and theories? Do you believe one of them is the Zodiac, or do you have your own theory? Share your thoughts in the comments below. As we navigate through the dark corridors of the Zodiac Killer's mystery, it's crucial to understand the profound and lasting impact these crimes have had on both true crime culture and society as a whole. The legacy of the Zodiac Killer extends far beyond the crimes themselves, shaping public perception and leaving an indelible mark on the collective psyche. One of the most evident aspects of the Zodiac's legacy is its influence on true crime literature and media. Countless books, documentaries, and films have been dedicated to exploring the intricacies of the case. The mystery surrounding the killer's identity, the cryptic letters, and the unsolved nature of the crimes have made the Zodiac an enduring subject of fascination for both true crime enthusiasts and the general public. The Zodiac's impact on popular culture is exemplified by the 2007 film Zodiac, directed by David Fincher, based on the non-fiction book by Robert Graysmith. This cinematic adaptation brought the case to a new generation and reignited public interest in the mystery. The chilling portrayal of the killer and the meticulous investigative process showcased the complexity of the Zodiac story. Beyond the entertainment realm, the Zodiac Killer case has significantly influenced criminal investigations and forensic methodologies. The challenges faced by investigators during the original case highlighted the need for advancements in forensic science. The development of new technologies, such as DNA analysis, has since revolutionized the field, providing hope for solving cold cases and identifying elusive criminals. The fear instilled by the Zodiac during the late 1960s and early 1970s left an enduring impact on the public's perception of safety. The concept of a mysterious and intelligent killer capable of eluding law enforcement resonates with people to this day. The Zodiac's ability to remain unidentified, despite his brazen acts of violence, has contributed to a collective unease that transcends time. As we reflect on the legacy of the Zodiac Killer, it's essential to recognize the enduring fascination with unsolved mysteries and the human psyche's attraction to the macabre. The Zodiac's story serves as a cautionary tale, reminding us of the fragility of our sense of security and the complexity of the criminal mind. As we conclude our deep dive into the mysterious world of the Zodiac Killer, the enigma remains, casting a shadow over one of the most infamous unsolved cases in criminal history. The story of the Zodiac is a complex tapestry woven with cryptic messages, chilling crimes, and a myriad of theories and suspects. The question that has haunted investigators and the public for decades still lingers. Who was the Zodiac Killer? The Zodiac's ability to evade capture, coupled with the audacity to taunt law enforcement and the media, has left an indelible mark on the true crime landscape. The legacy of fear instilled by the Zodiac endures, a reminder of the vulnerability that exists within the fabric of our society. While advancements in forensic technology offer a glimmer of hope for resolution, the mystery persists, challenging the perseverance of investigators and the curiosity of amateur sleuths. The recent breakthrough in decoding the 340 cipher represents a step forward, reigniting hope that new clues may surface, leading to the unmasking of the Zodiac Killer. As we continue to unravel the layers of this complex case, the fascination with the Zodiac Killer persists, echoing through the corridors of true crime culture. The impact of these crimes goes beyond the realm of investigations, influencing the way we perceive security, trust, and the enduring power of mystery. Before we wrap up, I want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on the Zodiac Killer case? Do you have your own theories or insights? Share them in the comments below, and let's keep the conversation going. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the heart of the Zodiac mystery. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and ring the notification bell so you never miss our explorations into the intriguing world of true crime. Until next time, stay vigilant, stay curious, and remember, the truth is out there.